Are at the beginning, 2.1, 2.1, 2.1, what? Okay, 2.1, okay? So you read the material here, okay? And you see the verbs. There are three categories of verbs in Spanish, okay? AR, ER, and IR. We're going to do the AR verbs today, all right? We don't get into the ER, IR until lesson 3, okay? So for today, we're just going to explain the AR verbs and how it works, all right? You see on page 51, la página por favor, 51. And by the way, all right, we've got to know these numbers, yes? So 40 is what? 40. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so we'll practice, going through this because we'll be on page, 52, 53, 54, and so on, yes? Okay, we'll do that a little bit later on today, okay? Bien. So you see, la página 51, the list of verbs. That list is duplicated back in your vocabulary at the end of the chapter. ¿No? ¿Qué página, por favor, es un vocabulario para número 2? 76. 76, muy bien, 76. En la página 76 ustedes ven el vocabulario. A la derecha, to the right, yes, okay, are the verbs, verbos, okay, the verbs, verbos. And you see them listed alphabetically in just a single column as opposed to the two columns here, all right? I want to go over these verbs, okay, just to look at what they mean first, and then we'll get into how we use the verb, okay, how we put it all together. So we're back to 51, okay? Bien, okay, repita bailar. Buscar, caminar, cantar. And as we go down, you can see what they mean. Yes, you can see what they mean there. Okay, buscar, to look for. All right, to look for. Caminar, to walk. Okay, repita cantar. Cenar. Comprar. Contestar. And what cognate do you see in that?
Contest.
You see contest or contest, okay? So what? You are answering questions in a contest, contestar, okay? Or you're contesting something, you're appealing, whatever. So contestar, to answer. Repita, conversar. And the noun from conversar is what? Conversation. Conversación. Good, you recognize noun from conversar, okay? Because the verb, all right, the verb is the mother, okay? From that comes everything else, yes? Conversación, okay? Repita, desayunar. Descansar. Desear. Dibujar. And again, you don't have to say dibujar, okay? You can say dibujar. You can go har, breath it, okay? All right, because I know Hamza has a trouble. No, you shouldn't have no trouble with the har, yes? No, that's easy. That's easy for Pakistan, okay? Because it's part of the language, okay? It's part of Farsi, Arabic, okay? That sound, you'll hear it a lot. Okay? And that's, I believe, came into the Spanish language. I'm not sure. I think it came in through the Arabs. I'm not sure. I've never really looked up that sound. If you have time, maybe you could look it up for us, okay?
Sí, señor.
Sí, muy bien, okay. Bien, repita por favor, enseñar. Don't forget there's a tilde over that N, that ny sound, yes? Okay, enye, like a niño, okay? Enseñar, repita, enseñar. Escuchar. And that's to listen to. To is in the word, okay? So, repita, esperar. Estudiar. And once again, take off the E, okay? And you've got S-T-U-D, so you can student, okay? Studio, all right? Studias. Put the E in front of it, just like especial. We talked about that, yes? And estudiante. And what was the other word? Estúpido, yes, okay? Yes, okay. Repita, por favor, explicar. Okay, the X is pronounced like an S. It's as if it were spelled E-S-P-L-I. Explicar, okay? Repita, hablar. And of course, we've seen the signs in the windows. Se habla español, yes? Se habla español. What does that mean? We speak Spanish, or Spanish is spoken here, okay? It literally means one speaks Spanish, okay? But it's just a common expression, okay? Juan Carlos, I meant to say, All right? I love that because he's the king of Spain, you know.
I did not.
Yes, Juan Carlos. See, Juan Carlos. He was groomed by Franco for several years, okay, back in the 70s, yes? Franco died, I think, in 75, because I was in Spain even earlier than that, yes? And you saw the people walk around with their guns, okay, his Guardia Civil, when it was a dictatorship, yes?
Franco was a dictator.
Yeah, he was the dictator.
Great movie.
Say again?
Pan's Labyrinth, if you ever get a chance to see it.
What's the name of it?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth. I never
It's
saw it.
awesome.
It's about Franco?
It's in Spanish. It's in like
takes place
Spain
in
Spanish.
Franco,
It's
Spain.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, Pan's
It's
Labyrinth.
spoken in it like a
The Castilian
Yeah,
Spanish, yes.
Castilian Spanish.
Okay, see. Castilian means that they speak with the TH sound. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Okay, they say gracias instead of gracias like we do, okay? But I'm not teaching that. I love the sound, but the majority of the Spanish-speaking world, there's a 500 million, 500 million Latinos at least that we know, okay? We haven't counted all of your cousins yet, so, you know. Okay. That could add to it. You know, they're up in the mountains, okay? See, okay. All right. Bien, bien. All right. Muy bien, muy bien. All right. So, repita por favor, llegar.
Llegar.
Llegar. And you'll hear llegar, you'll hear llegar, okay? I've given you the pronunciation of the double L like a Y, yes? Okay? Llegar, llegar. But you'll hear llegar, you hear llegar, okay, for that double L. Me llamo, okay, me llamo, you'll hear that same sound, but very similar to us, you know, like ka and kor, okay? Pack and pork, okay? Really? Okay, all right. Bien. Okay, repita por favor, llevar, mirar, necesitar, practicar, preguntar, preparar, regresar, terminar, tomar. And a word like tomar, it says to take or to drink. Well, you can tomar. Tomo, yo tomo leche, yo tomo café por la mañana, yo tomo café. I drink it, but I also tomo el autobús. I take the bus. Okay, so it's to take. You know, here, take a drink, okay, same idea. Okay, so that's why it means to take and to drink. And you take a course. Yo tomo español con el señor Richie, sí.
I just got a little confused with you said, like the signs, se habla español.
Se habla español,
Okay.
sí.
And then you said we speak, so wouldn't it be the nosotros?
It's not the nosotros form. They could say hablamos español, but se habla is generally recognized as Spanish is spoken here.
Okay.
But it also means we speak Spanish, okay? When you see se habla, it means, come on in, we speak Spanish. Okay, as well as Spanish is spoken here. Okay? Bien, sí.
Can you also say, yo bebo leche?
Yo bebo, sí, beber. Beber is an ER verb, which we'll cover in chapter 3. Beber, to drink,
Right.
all right? Literally to drink. Tomar, same thing.
Okay.
Same thing. Excellent question. If something comes to mind that you heard somewhere, or, you know, or in your background from Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, whatever, okay, ask it, please. Or from Pakistan, okay? Bien. All right. I'm so happy you're in my class because it fascinates me. The culture fascinates me. Okay. Bien. So here we are. Tomar. Repita. Trabajar. Viajar. Okay, viajar. All right. So now, what we're going to do is talk a little bit about verbs. Yes? Sí. Por favor.
How do we know if these are male or female?
Okay, verbs don't have a gender. Excellent question. Okay, only the nouns and the articles, and soon we'll learn the adjectives will have a gender because everything matches in Spanish. Okay, if it's a pretty girl, it's una chica bonita. If it's a good-looking guy, un chico guapo. Okay, everything kind of matches there. But verbs, you don't have to worry about that. And this will come to light as we go over this material. Yes? Okay. So we remember ser. Yes? Ser. The first verb that we learned. Yes? Okay? Ser. Okay? And we have the what? Yo, which is what? I. See. And the tú, which is
You.
You. Yes.
Him.
And the usted, which is the you. Formal. This is the familiar sound, and we'll talk more about that now as we get into these verbs. Yes, tú, usted, and then él, which was what? He, and then ella, okay, which was she. Yes? So, the yo and the verb form with ser, the verb form with ser, okay, is yo what? Soy. And then tú? Eres. Sí. And then usted, él, ella? Es. Okay? What does yo soy mean? I am. Okay? This is what?
You are.
You are. And what is ustedes? Usted. No,
You
usted.
are.
You are. And then what? He is.
You are.
So we have both an are and an is, okay, in this little word here, yes? And then ella es, she is. All right? By the same token, we can also reverse this, okay, put a question mark there and say, okay, es él, and that means what?
Are you?
Is he?
Oh,
Is
is
he? So it's he is and is he. Okay? This is also I am and am I. Okay? Soy profesor. Am I a professor? See? Okay? Soy estudiante. Am I a teacher? Am I a student?
No.
Okay? Comprenden? See? All right. So it's the reverse. Okay? As we get into the verbs, we'll see more about this. Yes? Okay. So then we have eres, es, and then we have the nosotros, abbreviated NTS, yes, which is what? Somos, which is we are, yes, and are we, okay? Somos inteligentes? Sí, claro. Are we smart? Sí, yes, we are, okay? We skipped that second person, yes, the vosotros form, okay? And now the plural of usted is what? Ustedes, which is y'all, okay? Here we would say y'all, yes, but up in New York, you say use guys, or you. What are you all doing tonight? But we shorten it to y'all here, okay? See, ustedes. The plural of él is what? Ellos, and that's what? They. That's they, okay? And ustedes, okay, here we are. The verb form for ustedes, y'all, what is what? Son, okay? And they is what? Son, again, yes? Son, make that clear. Son. And then the plural of ella, she, is also a feminine, yes? Okay? They. And that's also son, okay? All right? And if we pointed to 6 girls and we said, ¿son ellas guapas? ¿Son ellas bonitas? Are they pretty? Sí, son bonitas, yes? Because it's they are, it's also are they. Just like your word I. Remember I, which is what?
It is.
There is, or there are. It's also
Are they?
They are.
Is there?
okay. Is there, or are there? Okay. Are there any good-looking guys in this class? Okay. I. Are there? No. Okay. All right. Are there? Hay chicos guapos en esta clase. Sí. Muy bien. Okay. With a few exceptions. Yes. Okay. Bien. Okay. Bien. So this is the verb ser. All right. So we can take ser out of here for now. Yes. Take ser out of here for now. Take the nosotros over here. All right. Take that out and erase this for now. So we get to the meat of the explanation. There is, there are. Okay. For verbs, what's a verb? It's an action of some kind, either active or passive. Either I'm thinking, or I'm pondering, or I'm whooshing, okay? I'm hoping, or I'm running, I'm jumping, I'm whatever I'm doing. Yes? Okay?
Yeah.
It's a verb. It means an action. And alphabetically, the first verb that comes up there is what? The first verb that comes up on our list is what? Alphabetically. Bailar. See, bailar. And this is slowly but surely fading away. Yes. See, bailar. Okay, that's the infinitive. We call this the infinitive. And you identify the infinitive because this has an AR. Just like ser, okay, had the ER. Yes, that's an infinitive. That's the to form of the verb. That's why it says to dance next to it. Yes? Okay. Now the Spanish, take off this AR and they add a series of letters, okay, after the root or the stem of the verb, okay, to indicate that I or you or he or she, okay, is doing whatever it is that's happening in this verb. Okay? So we start out by taking off the AR and we come up with a stem or a root, okay? B-A-I-L. Okay? And to the yo, we add an O. If we want to say, I'm dancing. Yo bailo. Sí. Yo bailo. Bachata. Sí. Salsa. Sí. Muy bien. Sí. Okay.
Tango.
Dígame.
Tango.
Sí, el tango, sí. Tango, sí. Okay, en Argentina, sí. Bien. Okay, to, okay, we take the same stem, B-A-I-L, yes, and to that we add a what? A-S. An A-S, the book tells you, yes? Okay? The usted, el, and ella, fortunately, have the same letter, okay? We take the same stem, B-A-I-L, and add an A, okay? All right, so we're going to keep in our brains O-as-a. Repita O-as-a. Okay?
O-as-a.
Repita bailo.
Bailo.
Yo bailo.
Yo bailo.
Tú bailas.
Tú bailas.
Usted baila.
Usted baila.
Él baila.
Él baila.
Ella baila.
Ella baila.
Okay, so you dance, he dances, she dances. Yes?
Yes.
In English, we take that word dance, okay, and all we do is change the pronoun for the most part. I dance, you dance, okay, we dance, okay. When we say he dance, we add an S to it, right? He dances, she dances, yes? But the Spanish does it a different way, as do the Romance languages, French, Italian, okay, Portuguese, they're all the same. They have a stem and they add these words to it, okay? So you'll hear Italian songs, okay? Volare, to fly, volare, okay? Volare, da-da. You've heard that song, yes? Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, all right, bien. Yo bailo, sí. Tú bailas, usted baila. So if you want to say, you're dancing, usted baila, or tú bailas. This happens to be the familiar. I walk up to Carla. I see her with Jorge. Okay, Jorge. Ah, tú bailas. Ah, you dance. But this could also be, are you dancing? All right. Do you dance? Okay. Because in English, okay, we have little words that we tack on to help us. Okay. So this is yo bailo, which is what? I dance. Yes? I dance. What else does that mean? I am dancing, right?
Yeah.
I am dancing. What else does it mean? I do dance.
Could it be past tense?
We're dealing right now with the present tense. This is the present tense. We haven't gotten into the past. This is today. This is happening right now. Okay? Yo bailo. Yo bailo. Okay? See, I dance. Okay? Let's see. Leah is at Disney, okay, and they do a great. There's a downtown Disney, right? And they do the dancing at night. They start at what, about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and they're all mushed in together, okay. The merengue. They're doing the merengue, okay. All right, and Leah is there with Jorge, same guy again. He's dating both girls, okay? Yes, well, okay. All right, dancing. And she gets a call. Hola, sí, yes, okay. And it's Tomás, okay? He says, oigo música, I hear music, okay. Sí, okay. Where are you? Oh, estoy en Disney, okay. ¿Qué haces? What are you doing? She says, what? I'm dancing. I'm dancing, okay. Estoy bailando. And he says, ¿con quién? See, Tomás, okay, now it's Jorge up there, okay, because he's planning on taking her out the next night, okay, gets very upset, hangs up. So she doesn't care because she's having fun with Jorge, yes? All right, so I am dancing, okay, I dance, okay, I can look at her and I can say, bailas? I can put question marks there. Bailas, Leah? Bailas? And she says, sí, bailo, yes, I dance. Yes, I dance. But this bailas can also mean what? Do what? Do you dance?
Do you even dance?
See, do you dance? Okay? Bailas. In that little word right there is do you dance? Or what? Are what? You dancing. See? Okay, which is what he asked on the phone. Bailas? Bailas ahora? Are you dancing now? You know, you told me you didn't feel well. Okay? Well, that was the usual story, yes, okay? All right, the headache, you're familiar with the headache, yes? So they got, yes. She said, who was the last one you went out with? What was her name?
Is it Iman?
Iman, see, Iman, she says, no, I have a headache tonight. And you say, oh, no, I messed up again, yes, okay, so you got to call Anna, yes? Okay, good. All right, so we have 3 translations for each one of these verb forms. 3 translations. Bailo, I dance, I do dance, I am dancing, okay? Bailas, okay? You dance, you do dance, you are dancing, yes? So you see the auxiliaries. Try to keep your eyes open. If you find your lids closing, okay, stand up, take a breath, okay, have another sip of coffee. See, Delilah.
He was first, yeah.
He was first. Okay, Elijah.
Oh, thank you. ¿Cómo se dice ven bailalo en inglés?
Diga.
Ven bailalo.
I don't know what that means, okay? Ben, okay, ben a bailar, okay? Ben a bailar, come, let's dance. You know, come on and dance. Bailalo, let's.
I go to dance.
Okay, bailalo, dancing. Come on, let's dance it. Okay, maybe. Okay, object pronoun. Okay, tacked onto a familiar command. Baila. Baila is also the familiar command. Okay, dance. You know the Western. Bang, 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 dance. Maybe you haven't seen the Westerns. Okay, never mind. Okay, ben a bailar. Come dance, okay? Or let's come on, dance, bailalo. But good question. Yes. Now, Delilah.
So over there underneath the bailo, you have two bailas. So you have the question marks around the bailas. You would only have to have the question marks around the bailas, not two bailas.
I just put the question marks in there when I said, here's the question. I walk up to Leah and I said, bailas?
Okay.
Which means, do you dance? Or are you dancing? But this means, tu bailas, you, right? You what? Dance.
Are you dancing?
Okay. You what? Are dancing, okay? And you what? You do dance. So the auxiliary verbs, okay, do, okay, are, okay, am, and down here we see el and ella, okay, he, what?
Dances.
Does
Oh, yeah,
dance,
does, yes.
right? Okay, he dances, right? And he what? Is dancing. He is dancing, okay? So all of these, does, okay, is, do, are, those are little words that the English sticks in there. But the Spanish just uses the one word.
So if we were on our test and we were taking our test and we had to write it out, we could just write the question mark or bailas, and that would be enough for a complete
That would be
sentence.
enough for do you dance?
Okay.
Yes. If I had you translate, okay, do you dance? Do you dance? You could simply put, okay, bailas.
Okay.
Or you could also say,
My response could be
baila usted. Baila usted. Okay? You could also say baila usted.
Okay.
Okay? And you notice I put usted with baila because baila can mean 3 things. Yes? It can mean you're dancing, right? He's dancing, or what? She's dancing. So I clarify it. When I ask a question in Spanish, I put the subject after the verb. We're going to get into that in 2.2, okay? But for now, we ask a question in Spanish, put the subject after the verb. Put the subject after the verb. You dance? Usted baila. Do you dance? Baila usted. Are you dancing? Baila usted. Is he dancing? Baila él. Is she dancing? Baila ella. Okay, put the subject after the verb in a question. But that's getting ahead of ourselves, okay? See, Juan Carlos. See, Juan Carlos.
So, well, I guess what she was saying is two bailas would just be repetitive. I mean,
Sure, yeah. You don't need the 2 because bailas can only be 2. But you can say, tu bailas? That's perfect, sure. Tu bailas? Sí. Okay. Yo bailo. I say yo all the time. Sí. Yo creo que sí. I think so. Yo creo que sí.
and I've always wanted a translation of yo no soy marinero, soy capitán. What's that mean?
You know,
Yo-
sailor, you're captain.
Sí. Yo
I'm not.
no soy marinero, soy capitán. Yes, I'm a captain. I'm not a sailor. Yes, okay. We were just looking at the Guantanamo song, the Guantanamera. from Jose Marti.
Yeah.
Jose Marti, the poet from Cuba, okay, exiled because of his political views by the Castro government, yes? But he's a poet. If you ever look at his material, one of his poems is Guantanamera, which is the Guantanamo girl.
That's what it's saying, not
Yes.
Guantanamera. It's saying Guantanamera?
Guantanamera.
Oh, wow.
Right. It's the girl from Guantanamo.
Like that
Okay.
rap song from like the early 2000s
Yeah,
that
the
had that
Fugees.
chorus. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Fugees. One,
Sure. We were just playing, what's his name? Who was singing that?
What's up, son?
Who was the girl? Who put this
Lauren
up?
Hill.
Celia Cruz. Yeah, Cruz was singing that Guantanamera, yes. But she had some different words too.
Yeah,
They-
she threw
people
some-
throw their own words in there
Yeah,
too,
she-
okay? But Jose Marti, the poet, okay, wrote out, Yo soy un hombre sincero de donde crece la palma. I'm a sincere guy from where the palms grow, okay? Y antes de morirme, before I die, quiero echarme del alma. I want to sing from my soul, okay? Singing, that's most of the poetry is all
Flipped it
about.
around.
We're about to get into an Enrique Iglesias song in just a second.
Enrique Iglesias, sure, okay, and we can play whatever you want. We can play it, before the class gets going here, yes. And look at the words and, what's that?
It's called Bailamos.
Sure, and the Gypsy Kings, baila, 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 me.
Oh.
Ah, yes, okay, sure. We played that the other day when we first started. And I can't remember the words, but we could put the words up too and just go for it, yes. And in fact, remind me, what was today? Is this Tuesday? This is Wednesday, yes, Wednesday, next Monday, yes, okay. Okay, here we go. No, Labor Day, yes. Labor Day is Monday, yes, so we have a whole week, yes, to study this material, so we've got to run through this quickly. Here we go. Okay, so vamos, okay? So we didn't get to the plural. All right, is everybody okay with this so far? Yes? Everybody okay with this so far? Okay, Marca says, sí, señor. Okay, repita por favor. O as a.
O as a.
That's your singular, yes? That's your singular. O as a. Tack it on to any AR verb. Any AR verb, okay? So the next AR verb down there is what? Buscar. So when you want to say, I'm looking for, you're going to say what?
Yo
Busco.
Busco, yo busco. I'm looking for my book. Busco mi libro. Busco mi libro. I'm looking for my book. Okay? All right. I'm looking for Carlos. Okay? Busco a Carlos. Busco a Carlos. Busco. I'm looking for. Okay. Are you looking for your notebook? Are you looking for your notebook? And what are we going to say?
Buscas.
Sí, buscas. Buscas, and we don't know these yet. Buscas tu,
Cuaderno.
cuaderno. Buscas tu cuaderno. That's a different tu without the accent. It means your. It means your. It goes along with the me, tu, su. But we're not going to cover that just yet, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the whole.
What's that again?
I was gonna ask you because I went through this whole section. It has TE also.
Okay, well, T-E, oh, te is your te gusta. That's an object, what's called object pronoun. That goes with things like gusta, te gusta, okay? Do you like, okay? Te gusta, do you like it? Do you like it? Te gusta, okay? You can also say te amo, I love you, okay? Te amo, sí. Te quiero, you've heard te quiero in songs, te quiero, sí. Te quiero. Besides meaning I want you, it means I love you. I love you. Te quiero, te quiero. So these are object pronouns, but that's way ahead of us here. Yes, okay. But good point. Yes, because it comes with the gustar.
Yeah.
Because gustar is a different AR verb, which we're going to get to in a few minutes, hopefully. Yes. Okay. Bien, bien, bien. Sí. Muy bien. Vamos. Okay. Plural. Okay. The plural. Yes. So now we have a nosotros. Okay. We have a nosotros over here, yes? And we're going to use the same verb, okay, bailar. We're going to take our stem, right, B-A-I-L, and what are we going to add?
Amos.
Amos, sí, señor Elias, muy bien. Sí, amos, okay, finally. This is boring some of you to tears because you've been through this, you remember it from high school, spit in the wind, it all comes back to you now, that type of thing. See? Nosotros bailamos, and nosotros bailamos. The plural, yes, he just got that. That's good. Okay, bien. We're going to skip the vosotros form, yes, and go right now to the ustedes, ellos, and ellas. So let's put in here ustedes. So now for bailar, same stem, same song, second verse. Okay, B-A-I-L. Okay, hopefully no one in here will ever have to worry about this. Yes. Okay.
A-N.
Yes. Okay. Some of you are catching on to that, yes, okay. That is, but, okay, and we're going to add what, 2 letters now, what?
A-N.
A-N, yes, A-N. Okay,
N.
bailan. Ustedes bailan. Y'all dance, okay, y'all dance. Y'all do dance. Y'all are dancing, okay? If the music was playing and everybody was just hopping up and down in here, okay, I would say, ustedes bailan. Y'all are dancing, okay? Okay, so ustedes, and then we have an ellos, yes? And that's the same what? G. I'll write that in script, yes, because I write both print and I use script, okay? If you haven't noticed already, mix the 2 up. Hopefully it doesn't confuse anybody, yes? Okay, and then what? Ellas is what? Same thing, right? Bailan, okay. And I look over here, and here's, let's see, Jenna and Leah and Delilah, okay? And they're just, the music is going, and they're just hopping up and down. I say, ellas bailan. They're dancing. Okay, hombres, what happened to you? You know, ellas bailan. They're dancing over there, yes? Okay, ellas dancing. And then Charlene gets up. She's with the group. Okay, gets all excited. See? Yeah? Okay, ellos bailan. So you with me on this, yes? You with me? Okay, repita por favor, bailo.
Bailo.
Bailas.
Bailas.
Baila.
Baila.
Bailamos.
Bailamos.
Bailan.
Bailan.
Okay, just remember that this third person, that's the same ending, okay? The A-N, all the way, okay? So, same with over here, okay? The A goes with the usted baila, él baila, ella baila, okay? And we can put this into any one of those verbs, okay? If I wanted to say to you, are you working on Saturday? How would I address that? Are you working on Saturday?
Trabajas sábado.
Okay. Trabajas, or
Trabajar.
trabaja usted, okay, or what? Okay, ustedes. All right. So this is do you work, singular, familiar. This is do you work, formal. Are you working? Do you work? And this is do you work, with you being the plural. If I just said, do you work on Saturdays? Okay, then it would follow with who works on Saturday? Raise your hand. Okay, do y'all work on Saturdays? So trabajan. Now on Saturday, what's that going to be? What's that going to be? Huh? El, okay. Sábado con acento, huh? Sábado con acento. Do you work on Saturday? Yes? El is on in English, okay, when we translate that. We don't use en, we use el. Trabajas el sábado. Do you work? Because this can mean what? Do you, right? Can also mean what? Are you working? Do you? Are you? Okay? Or if I just called you up on the phone, okay, and I said, Drew, and I hear a lot of motors in the background and engines roaring, okay, and somebody, did you bait the hook yet? Yes, okay. And I said, oh, trabajas? Okay, are you working? Are you working? Did I interrupt one of your trips? Yes, okay. You with me? See, Juan Carlos?
I'm far behind, so if there is...
You're what did you say?
I'm far behind.
Far behind. No. Many people are thinking what you're asking, yes? Because they're trying to figure this out too. Don't worry about it.
If there is a feminine day, I don't know if there is or not.
A feminine what?
Like a feminine word, like day. Is lunes, for example? I don't know.
Lunes, right.
Okay, would you say la or?
Oh, no. All the days are masculine,
All the days
right?
are masculine.
El lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. They're all masculine words. Sure. Yes. Okay. And if it said, for example, good segue, okay, are you working on Saturdays? Then I would say los sábados. Los sábados. On Saturdays. Okay? For example, okay, I say hay clase los lunes y, okay, los what? Miércoles. A little more difficult backwards, yeah, okay, see. Okay, miércoles, 2 words, this is part of our lesson, isn't it? Yes? Yeah, part of our vocabulary. Okay, 2 of the words, 2 of the days of the week have an accent. Sábado and miércoles. Sábado and miércoles, yes. Juan Carlos.
So like, let's say there's a feminine noun like mesa at the table, right? So are you working on
A
the
feminine noun, mesa,
table?
yes?
Are you working on the table? Let's say they're
Sí,
working
trabajo en la mesa.
en la. Okay, what would be la?
Sure, trabajo en la mesa. Verbs have no genders.
But nouns are.
Nouns do. Articles do. El, la, los, las. Yes, articles do. Okay? All right, comprenden? Yes.
You can't use I can never remember my R, sir. Trabajando.
Okay, trabajando. Okay, that's either the gerund or the present participle, they call it. Okay, use that with estoy. Estoy trabajando. It indicates I'm working right now. That's in chapter 3. Yes,
Everything matters.
that's in chapter 3. I think we don't cover that here in the present progressive, do we? In this chapter, forming questions, we do estar. No, present progressive is in chapter 3. Present progressive. That's a tense that indicates it's happening right at this very moment. And yes, if I call Drew, he can say, sí, estoy trabajando.
No.
Estoy trabajando, as opposed to sí, trabajo.
Sorry, Professor, we're doing that next, section 2 too. It has trabajan on there.
No, he's saying trabajando. It's the A-N-D-O. That's the ing form of the verb, okay? But we're not even going to talk about that now until we get to it. Good, okay? Bien. He's talking about asking questions. Sí, trabajan ustedes, instead of están trabajando, which is confusing people listening to this now, I'm sure. Yes, got it.
Sometimes L has an accent and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes L has an accent and sometimes it doesn't. Well, what's the difference between L and L?
When it's being used with the verb.
This
it
is
has an
what?
accent.
This is what?
With a noun.
The. This is what? He.
Right, okay.
Ah, yes. Okay. Yes. And there are a few words in Spanish that are like that. You have a C, okay, but you also have a C, and we've talked about that before. Yes. I said, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see, Rosalie, no, she's married, okay. Delilah gets a call from who? Give me a guy, what? Carlitos. Carlitos calls her, okay. Can you go out? Okay. Puedes ir conmigo esta noche. Can you go out with me tonight? She can either say sí or sí. Sí is what? Yes, okay. But sí is if. Sí is if, okay. Si tienes mucho dinero, si vamos a Ruth Chris, y si tienes un Corvette. See, you got a Corvette, lots of money, we go to Ruth Chris? Yes. Okay, that's the if. But she could also say see if she was desperate. Yeah?
Go big.
See, okay? Bien. So yes. So getting to Carla's question, yes, the L without the accent is the, okay? L with the accent is he, yes? And C without the accent is if, C with the accent is yes. Sí, señor. Yes, sir.
But if you're
Okay?
going to write it out, or if you hear somebody saying it in a sentence, C is in yes, but if they say he and then go to give like their stipulations afterwards, then it means if.
It will be, yeah.
Okay?
It's all based on context, basically.
Well, no, it's based on what is said. If you have, as opposed to yes. Yes, I'll go. If you have, okay. All right. Bien. Okay, but for now, all right, let's look at a couple more of these verbs. In fact, let's look at the little exercise here. Let's look at the little exercise in 2.1, 2.1, por favor. ¿Qué página práctica? Práctica. Sí, 53, por favor, okay? 53. And we got Juan and Linda talking here. Juan and Linda, okay? Who's going to do the Juan part? Ah, sí, okay. Bien. Juan, we have Juan up here. Who's Linda? Linda is pretty, by the way, also, okay? Linda, que linda. How pretty, besides being a name. All right, so here we go. Juan, you say?
Hola, Linda. ¿Qué tal las clases?
Okay, ¿qué tal las clases? We learned in chapter 1, ¿qué tal just means what? How are you? But ¿qué tal is a general question word, how is or how are. Okay? ¿Qué tal tu mamá? How's your mom? Okay, Okay? ¿Qué tal las clases? In this case, how are the classes? And Cara responds with a smile on her face, yes?
Bien, tomo 3 clases, química, biología y computación. ¿Y tú cuántas clases tomas?
Muy bien. Comprenden, yes. Muy bien, because she's responding, I take 3 classes. I take, tomar. I take, tomo. Put the O on there, yes? Because she's talking in the first person. I take. Okay? When a story is written in the first person, it's autobiographical. It's all about I. Yes? First person. When a book is written in the third person, all your references are he, she, they. Okay? He, she, they. All right? So, back to here. Okay? Bien. Tomo 3 clases. Repita, por favor. Tomo 3 clases. Química. Biología. Y computación. Computación. Okay, that C-I-O-N is the same as the T-I-O-N words in English. And good. Juan Carlos is standing up because he's fading away. I'm just droning on up here, holding on for dear life on a podium, yes, and he can't stand the monotony, okay? That's why I move a little bit, yes, Charlene.
Can you repeat chemistry and biology again?
See, I sure can. Yes, if I failed it, I'm happy to repeat it. In fact, I repeated chemistry 3 times, okay? In Newark, New Jersey. I took the bus downtown. Yes, and it cost me like $300 every time I repeated it because I just couldn't get it, okay? That's why I didn't go to medical school. I couldn't handle organic chemistry, all right, after 3 tries, okay? The doc said finally, Bill, think about another occupation. Okay. No, it's good to know your strengths, right? And your weaknesses. And your weaknesses, right? You have a lot of difficulty with math, Don't go into engineering. Okay? Or plan on taking the courses twice if you're really, or EE, if you're going to be any EEs in here, electrical engineers, that's a 5-year class, 5-year course, okay? Lots of math. You think Calc 2 is hard, okay? Anyway, go ahead.
It's just kind of general.
General.
I found out that you can do a retake on a class and do grade forgiveness. Like, there's no certain amount. Like, it's crazy. Like the lax they are for that.
Well, you have to get a D or below, yeah.
You can get a D or below, and you can retake the class, and they'll reclassify you.
Yeah.
Even if you get a B or an A.
No, you have to have like the basic.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
If you get
Anyway,
Sorry.
moving along. No, that's fine. It's a good point. All right, so here we are. Linda said with a smile here, sí, tomo 3 clases.
She wanted you to
Wait,
repeat
Professor
the
Uchi, you forgot to say the...
Oh, yes, Charlene, I'm sorry. Yes, see, I got carried away, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Repita, química. Okay, that QUI is the same QUI that's in that word what? Quien, right? Q-U-I-E-N. Quien. It's a key sound. Química. Okay, química. And then we come to the next one. Repita, biología. See, just look at the vowels. Spanish is the easiest language to pronounce because the vowels are always the same. You see, B. Look, don't look at me. It's not flashing across my forehead. Look at the word, okay? Like the metropolitan blimp, right? Buy insurance today. Okay, so you see the word there. B-O, lo. Don't look at me. Look at the word. B-O, lo, hi-a. And you see,
You're
hi-a.
not pronouncing the G.
The G is pronounced, okay, with a sound. We went through that in the beginning, but just very briefly. Oh dear. Okay. Gogagu he. Kokaku se si. The G and the C have a different pronunciation depending upon the vowel that comes after them. In the case of the G and the C, if it's an E and an I, for example, we have a word cinco, C-I-N-C-O. We got 2 pronunciations of the word C, of the letter C. Cinco. That's like a K. This is like an S. Yes? Because the C, okay, the C before I and E is pronounced like an S. I could go through all this. Is probably too much right now, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just focus on the verbs. Focus on the verbs, okay? Okay. That's why we say biología. I say biología, but you don't have to say biología. You can say biología. You can breath it, yes? And that's an accent on the I there, yes? You see biología. Biología. Look at your word historia, same IA, but no accent. Historia. But this is biología, just like sociología. Okay? A lot of words have accents, and those accents are part of the spelling to tell you how to pronounce the word. Okay? All right. Okay, without the accent, lápiz would be lápiz. Okay? Without the accent, lápiz would be lápiz, but you say lápiz because that's the way it should be spelled. Yes? Okay. Bien. Okay, so here we are. Okay, Linda, all excited now because she's gotten a call from Juan. Yes? Okay. And then Juan says now what? With a little sparkle in his eye?
tomo 3 también.
Ah, sí, tomo 3 también. Muy bien. Okay, sí.
Biología, arte y literatura.
Literatura, sí, ok.
El doctor
Doctor,
Cardenas.
repita, doctor.
Doctor.
Sí, look at my mouth. Doctor, sí, doctor, T-O-O, doctor.
Doctor.
Sí, bien, siga.
Doctor Cardenas.
Sí,
Enseñas la clase de biología.
okay, he says enseñas. Okay? I'm going to erase this now, okay? Yes? Okay?
Enseña.
For those of you that didn't follow
It's
well, hopefully the video will work out. Okay.
It's
Bien.
enseñar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay? Doctor, okay? What, Cardenas? El doctor Cardenas, okay. Now, replace doctor Cardenas with a pronoun.
Cardiology doctor?
No, that's his last name. Cardiología, or cardiologista would be cardiologist, yes.
Oh, okay.
This is Cardenas, okay?
Está.
All right, replace this with a pronoun.
Oh.
He, él, okay? Él, he, not you, okay, but he. We could say él, Dr. Cardenas, he, and what's the rest of the sentence say here? He what? Teaches biology class. He teaches biology class. So we identify this L, okay, over here, yes, with the what? Third person, yes?
Yes.
With the third person. You with me on this? Yes.
Yeah.
So, and if it were El Doctor Cardenas y, okay, la señora Beta, okay, la señora Beta, this would be a they. That would be a they, right? So the ending on the verb would be what?
Eh.
A-N. In this case, okay, enseña.
Yeah.
Enseña. With just one guy. He, okay? El enseña. But if you're talking two people now, you've got a what? You've got an ellos and enseñan. Okay? They both teach biology. Yes? Okay, was that a question or just exercise? Yes, a stretch. Muy bien. Okay, speaking of which, yes, go ahead, Juan Carlos.
Yeah, so if you would have done that, would have implied that both of them were doctors, or would you have to put a doctor in front of La Señorita Beta's name as well?
Okay, if you said, then you would have to say, okay, los doctores Cardenas y Beta, for if they were both PhDs or MDs.
Common sense, okay.
Yes, okay, but excellent question, excellent question, okay? Bien. This would tell you she doesn't have a doctorate, okay? Like I'm Senor Ricci, okay? I don't have a doctorate, okay? Bien. Okay, let's break for 10 till 5 after, yes? Break for 9 minutes now, really, okay? Till 5 after, bien. Oh yeah.
That would be nice.